John, hello. We're here to talk about Project Hail Mary. My name is Vin. With me is John. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. Support us on Patreon. Just a few dollars a month to help support the channel, the work we're doing here. Plus, you'll receive exclusive access to our Discord server, mailbag to ask questions, and early access to super cool content. Wow!
And hello.
And hello.
And hello.
All right, today we're talking about Project Hail Mary. Wow! New movie directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Their first directing since, God, what was it?
It's been a minute. I can't remember off the top
Oh,
of my head, but it's been a minute. But I mean, they did produce the Spider-Man movies,
they've
so
been busy producing, but this is their first movie since, if my calculations are correct, 22 Jump Street in
yeah.
2014. They did Solo, uncredited. They've also been busy producing. They're fantastic producers right now. They've done the Lego movies. They did Spider-Verse. They did Cocaine Bear, Mitchell and the Machines. They've been busy. They've been prolific producers, but this is their first time directing officially since Jump Street. This movie
Yes.
has some really interesting credits that I want to mention. Written by Drew Goddard, who wrote the Martian movie, based on the book by Andy Weir, who wrote the Martian book, starring Ryan Gosling, James Ortiz, Sandra Hüller. I love Sandra Hüller. I don't know if you've ever seen her in anything before, but she's one of my
I've
favorite
seen
actresses.
I've seen her in an anime before, and she's
Mm.
great in that
Mhm.
movie.
I also really liked her in Tony Erdmann. It's a weird German movie from 10 years ago. Recommend it. Cinematography by Greig Fraser, Dune, Batman, music by Daniel Pemberton, Spider-Verse. And this is already breaking multiple box office records. The best March opening ever for a non-franchise movie. One of the best openings ever for non-franchise, just up with Oppenheimer. Best ever for Amazon MGM. Best ever for Lord and Miller. And the second best ever for Ryan Gosling after Barbie. Wow, this is like a juggernaut in movie
Yeah.
theaters. And also, people love the book, especially the audiobook. People go crazy for that audiobook.
Right.
Okay, John, what's the story? Let's go.
So, Project Hail Mary is about an astronaut that's got amnesia that wakes up, doesn't know where he's at. All of a sudden, he realizes he's an astronaut in space that's been sent to basically save the Earth because the sun is being um, sort of like eaten by this thing called astrophage.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's sort of like the sun has like cancer or something, but not just our sun, like all the suns, right? And
Right.
then they, not to get too deep into it, but then they figure out there might be a solution, so he goes to try to find the solution, and
Yep.
then stuff happens. John, did you know anything about the story beforehand?
No, I literally started reading the book like 4 days before my screening. Did not get through it in time. I tried my best, but
Yeah.
did not have time. I got to like 4 or 5 chapters in, but the audio book is very good. Like whoever does the audio commentary on it,
It's
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 just
it's
hits.
it's Ray Porter who's done a couple. He's done a lot of voice roles. He did Dark Side and the Snyder Cut.
Oh
Uh,
wow,
yeah,
yeah.
so he's like he's a pretty serious voice actor. What'd you think of The Martian?
I mean I love it. It's a great movie. I
Yeah,
don't think it's for everybody because it's very science heavy and it's like
yeah,
you're going through the motions, but like you're watching a smart guy be smart.
yeah.
That's Andy Weir for you.
Hmm.
Andy Weir is about smart people doing smart things typically.
I like it because
So
he really puts the science into science fiction, right?
yeah, and then same thing with Project Hail Mary. It's an intelligent person trying to do intelligent things
Hmm.
to get through to survive, as it were.
I think in a nutshell, which movie do you like better, The Martian or Project Hail Mary?
I think I like this one better
This is okay.
only because there's a character. I mean, we'll get into it, but there's a character in this
Hmm.
that makes it kind of like elevate
Okay,
for
okay.
me. I will tell you, as much as I like the movie,
Hmm.
I think the communication surrounding it is way over the top.
Okay.
I think I'm I've been seeing reviews like this movie might change your life. I'm like, bro, calm down.
Okay, this is going to be a great discussion. I'll say a
Calm
quick thing. For
down.
me,
Like the
it's
greatest movie ever made. I'm like,
come on, whoa,
oh
whoa.
my god, oh my god. So
The
it's
Bride
just
is still in theaters. Come on.
I mean, for real, you got the bride right there. Um,
Okay, so
but
let me say real quick. The Martian was like 10 years ago, right? I loved The Martian when it came out. Maybe I was the right age at the right time. I don't know. I adore that movie. I haven't seen it since, but I absolutely love it. Hail Mary, and people told me the book is great, the movie's a great adaptation, everything, everything, everything. And I think I was a little disappointed by the movie. We'll get into it, and I saw
think,
it opening
and
day.
I genuinely think it's the communication around it. I
Yeah, well, and now, John,
genuinely,
just over this weekend, it's gotten to the point now where people who've read the book are rejecting the movie. For
yeah.
me, yeah, in my circle, it's gone the complete opposite direction because now all the book readers are like, oh, it's not a good adaptation. It ruins everything special about the book. Blah 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 blah. And now it's gone from being down up here to down here. I'm like, whoa! But that's how the internet is,
I
right?
will say that like if you read any of the book, it does feel like you're like reading the book at two times speed. That's the way it feels like when you watch the movie. It's like you're
Yeah.
reading it at two times speed.
I would like
That
to
was
remind you, this movie is a 2.5 hour movie. The book
right.
is a 14
And
hour
that, and
audiobook.
yeah, it's an adaptation. It doesn't bother me at all. I think they
Yeah,
did fine with it. I think it's mainly the communication surrounding it that kind of bothers me.
it's the internet. Yeah.
But what I will tell you, do you want me to give my thoughts?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Um,
Let's get into it now.
I feel like this is a live action Pixar movie. Straight
Yeah,
up. Like
yeah.
that's the way I feel about it. I think it's about it like you got your Ryan Gosling, he's like your Buzz Lightyear, and then you got this weird creature that just
It's a puppy.
it comes in and it's kinda like your Wally in a way, or like your Baymax or something.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And I feel like Lord and Miller were perfect for this because of their animation background.
Hmm.
And I swear, Ben, if you just take the entire film and turn it into an animated movie, it makes sense. It just
Yeah.
makes complete sense.
And I would say I think it goes a little too far with it, where it it felt like any rough edges were sanded down. It felt to me like there was even when there was a sense of danger, I didn't really feel like there was real danger, and I feel it was a little too safe and too kiddie, especially once you get to the end. So for me, it was such a Pixar movie that I felt it became too soft. And Pixar movies aren't always soft, but I felt this got too soft by the end, and for me, it became almost a weakness.
Well, I will disagree on one part, but
Which one?
I won't go into it. There's one part that I think is really incredible,
Mhm. Yes, yeah,
but
yeah.
I think when you're viewing it from the lens of this is a cartoon, I think it just amplifies. I think it makes it better.
Hmm.
Um, I do agree that it's more tedious than that everybody is like letting on. There's a lot. I think there's more pacing issues
Absolutely.
than there's being
Yeah.
discussed.
Yes.
I mean, I was in a 70 millimeter IMAX
Mm.
and on my second time, and I still almost fell asleep in
Oh,
one part of it, and I was like, "That's not like," because I thought the first time I watched it, I went after my Nine Inch Nails concert, and I was like,
right.
"Well, I'm tired. I'm tired. So like
Uh-huh.
maybe that played a part of it." Then I'm in the 70 millimeter IMAX, and I almost fell asleep again. I'm like, "No, there
Hmm.
is some pacing issues going on in this film."
Hmm. I've only had the privilege to see it once, but I absolutely agree there's pacing issues. And when I was watching it, I was thinking, I feel like in a book this might be paced a little. The pacing might feel different in a book because it's like okay, the book rises and it falls, and then it rises and it falls, and a book can kind of just keep extending. In a movie, we have a clock. We have an expected runtime, and things are going to start and finish. The movie's over, and then there's like three endings, And then I'm just like, there is a great movie in here, and it's hard to say what was just a little bit miscalibrated, I
I
think. Mhm.
still think there's a good movie. I still think there's a good movie
It's
here. I
good, but
think
I
you can
think it
try
could
it.
have been, because I would say, for me, I would say The Martian, from what I remember 10 years ago, was perfectly calibrated. And
It's
this,
not going to change your life. I don't know why
yeah,
people are saying stuff like
yeah.
that, but
The Martian has
um,
David Bowie. I mean, this has the Beatles, but that has David Bowie.
I will say though, for me personally, when the movie comes to life,
Hmm.
it probably comes to life for everybody at that point. Is the minute that, oh, sorry, it's not a spoiler. It's in the trailers. If you've seen the trailer, it's in there. Rocky. When Rocky shows up, that's
I'll be
when the
honest with
movie.
you, I
Yeah.
didn't know that was coming.
Well,
I
I
went
will.
in blinder than Daredevil, blinder than a bat. I knew nothing.
I did too, but I went to go double check. It's in the trailers. It's there.
I'm
So,
sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
so I don't mind talking about it a little bit.
Hmm.
Whenever Rocky comes in,
Hmm.
that's when the movie kind of like brightens up for me. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's when the humor comes in. Like the whole banter, like him trying to like watch him when he sleeps. The whole like the way he eats. He's like, "Ooh, you eat disgusting. Like, how do you eat? I eat beatable." You know? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great comedy bits,
Yeah.
and it's like it almost turns into an office segment for like 10 minutes
Hmm.
where they're like interacting
Yeah.
in a spaceship, and he's like, he can hear everything I say. You know, it's like,
This does
um,
remind me, though, one of my biggest issues with the movie, especially I was feeling it deep into like the second half. is I didn't feel any ticking clock. I didn't feel any story engine. I didn't feel any plot. I didn't understand like what are we doing here? Is this just a vibes movie? And I was just like, what is the plot here? He's sent into space on a death mission. So we're not expecting to see him survive. And he's supposed to get information. It's a one-way trip and that's it. Or are we okay? We're expecting him to come back somehow. Okay, and he's gonna meet. Okay, he meets this guy. This guy's gonna help him come back. That's my movie. I was like, what? What am I like still sitting here for 2.5 hours for? What is this? Where's the compulsion for the movie? I
yeah,
didn't
and
feel.
like
Yeah,
I said, I felt it a little bit. I felt it because like they're trying to solve they're trying to solve a problem. They're both trying to solve. They're saying they both have
I
the
didn't
same
care if the Earth
goals.
died or not. There was no reason
Well,
for me to care about the people on Earth. You can cut
but
that out and make that a clip, actually.
I mean, I did, but the thing is, like the thing that bothers me about it is that it just I'm with you. I didn't feel the sense of urgency about it. I didn't.
Yeah,
I knew it was there, and when they explained it to me, I know like yeah, this is happening, but I don't feel the urgency of it.
yeah.
Um, but I still think it's a good movie. I think it's got the weirdest chemistry ever between like an actor and this puppet. And dude, I adore the fact that they made it a puppet. Like,
I didn't even know. I literally thought it was CGI the whole time. When I finished, my friend was like, "Dude, can you believe it was practical?" I thought he was joking.
yeah,
I could not believe that that was real.
I adore the fact that they went practical all the way through it. Yeah, apparently, um, now I'm very confused by it, but allegedly there's no green screen in this
Yes, I
entire
read that.
time.
But
I don't.
It's Greg Fraser. You can believe they use the volume, probably, right?
That's the only thing and that would make sense to me because like there's one part where he's like floating in space and I'm
Mhm.
like, well, there's no green screen. How is this possible right now? But it's still like it's parts like that that I think are pretty amazing. Where I'm like, how did they do that?
The visuals are very good.
Um,
The visuals have been
uh,
spectacular, and I really like the music too. And I think part of the reason why this movie is such a success is because it's an all-star casting crew. Great actors, great people behind the camera, great writers, like everything they could have done. Amazon spared no expense to make this legit, and it deserves to be their biggest opening ever. Mind you, this is Amazon, the same company that does Audible that did the audiobook.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
knew what this was worth, and they said, "Let's dump all our money to make this happen," and it paid off.
yeah, and it's like I said, it's a very good movie. It's not great, but it's very good. I think they did the best they could with what they got,
I
and
I do think they could have. I think they could have done a little bit better, but it's pretty good. What is interesting is my friends who've read the book, they're trashing it. They're saying the book is so much better, and they're saying the pretty much all the criticisms we mentioned. They say the book solves. So the book is much more serious. The book has more stakes. The book focuses even more on the science, and it's just interesting.
it
I think
does, it
that you
does.
can have two versions. We've seen this before with different things, where you have two versions of the same story, and they're both good for different things. For
Well,
me, it
I
reminds me.
gotta be
Yeah, go on.
honest.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I don't know how they would have done, like, considering what they were up against.
Hmm.
I don't know how they would have done everything
Yeah.
that people want because, like, I'm telling you, man, um, the first four chapters of this book are covered in like 10 minutes of this film. In the
Yeah.
actual novel, the first four chapters, you are really deep in the guy's head. You're going through every single detail of him trying to understand where he's at, what he's doing, what's
Oh,
going
interesting.
on.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I think for that audience, if
Hmm.
they really wanted a more
Cerebral.
satisfying version, it would have had to be like a series or something.
Yeah, this
Because
is a 14-hour audiobook. Yeah,
yeah, there's no way to actually do this in a
that's a
satisfying way.
that's a very, very good point. Yeah, I was thinking for me, it might be something like Harry Potter, where the, the movie, like I appreciate the actors, the visuals, the music, and everything, and when I'm reading the books, that enhances my experience. But for me, the books are the core text. The books are Harry Potter. But I still hear
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. I still hear the music. I take all the notes from the movie, but but the book is for me. The book is the text. And I
Yeah.
imagine this might be something similar for Hail Mary fans, where the book is the thing, but the movie has cool things and you can adapt that. The movie's what made it so popular, but the book is the book. Nothing replaces that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
one thing I did notice is this is basically Alien, and it's like, what if Alien was happy? Right?
Pretty much, yeah. Like,
It's like that's fun. And there's little references to like 2001 and Interstellar and all your little space thingies. You mentioned Wally, but it's like the whole plot is basically what if he met a nice alien?
well,
The whole crew dies, you meet a nice alien, and you live happily ever after.
it's basically what if he met a nice face hugger. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah,
And, like emotionally, he does like come and hug him.
yeah.
Uh,
But I still like the core relationship.
yeah.
Every time I heard the phrase "fist my bump," I almost fell in my chair. Like I think it's got a lot of good humor, sweet.
Mhm.
Um,
It's
um
perfectly for like all audiences. Like
yeah,
any audience is going to find something in this to like.
it's basically Ryan Gosling's Tom Hanks moment. Like that's the best way that I can describe it. It really feels like
Yeah.
the Tom Hanks
And,
buying of Ryan Gosling.
and you are right. And actually, when I was watching it, first, this might not be fair, but I was thinking that if I felt it was very silly, and I thought if there was an actor who was just a little bit more serious, a little bit more stoic, maybe the silliness could have landed even better. Like again, I
Yeah.
was thinking of Matt Damon from The Martian. And if he was in a role like, because Ryan Gosling, we've seen him be silly. We know he can be very silly sometimes. And when you have such a silly character like Rocky, you need somebody, I think, a little bit more stoic. He needs to have the Rocky personality, but you know what I mean, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is, Ryland is a Ryland Grace.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not a very stoic character, even in the novel. I mean, because
Okay.
like even he he loves like one of the things like that the movie does get across is that he loves to be around kids.
Okay.
He loves to teach
Uh,
kids. Like that's so he's got a very upbeat personality. He's kind of like you. He's got a very upbeat personality and wants to teach
yeah.
science, and
Yeah.
that's I think the character is correct. It
Okay.
was in the
Okay.
text.
Okay.
Um, there's an argument to be made that maybe that could have been a better like balance, like back and forth, maybe. But as far as the text, I think it fits from the text.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, because I just think everything here like was very good. I just think if you just recalibrate just a few things slightly, I think this could go like a whole star if you just a few little things. But overall, I think it was really good.
And it's more funny too. Like I think actually, like even the novel is funnier about things than
Oh,
than
fascinating.
sometimes.
Uh-huh.
It's like I said, the first two chapters is him trying to remember
Hmm.
who he is,
Hmm.
and they kind of like give it like one moment in the beginning. He's like, "Am I smart? Am I smart?" Like that's one line of text. But
Uh-huh.
there's another line, and I wish they kept it where in the text where he doesn't know how to cuss. He won't cuss. So he can't remember who he is, but he keeps saying words like fudge. And he goes, fudge? Fudge? Why fudge?
It's teacher in his brain. That's great.
So
The science, like the teacher language. Yeah.
yeah, so
I did wanted to ask real quick. What did you think about the flashback structure? I suppose the book is similar. How did you
same
feel?
thing, yeah,
How did you
same
feel it
thing.
felt into the pacing of the movie?
I don't
Apparently
think
in
they were.
IMAX, by the way. Apparently in IMAX, the aspect ratio changes when you're in the flashbacks. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, in the
Okay.
flashbacks, it goes widescreen, and almost every single moment in space is full 70 millimeter
Super
IMAX.
cool. Okay. Anyway, what did
Um,
you think about the pacing of the flashbacks?
it works, and then it doesn't, and then it works, and then it doesn't. Like it just really depends on what they got going on.
Yeah.
I started feeling it around just a little before the karaoke came out. I'm not gonna give it away, but just a little before that, I can kind of do it right there. Um, but I don't know if it works as well as it does in the novel because in the novel, it's supposed to be this clever way of like every time and they don't do it very well in the movie. They treat it more like storytelling than like an actual informing of his memories coming back. So like in the novel, he would like be doing something, and then all of a sudden he like hears like a song,
Hmm.
or like he hears something, and all of a sudden it just goes flashback.
Oh,
It just
cool.
like triggers it, right?
Cool.
Which I think it's more effective in the novel because of the way it
Hmm.
like feeds into his memory returning. Um, in comparison to the movie, where you don't really feel like you're getting that information. It feels like you're just going back and forth, going back and forth, going back and forth.
It's a little hard to tell. I did get the impression that oh, he's having this flashback, then we come back to reality, and now his mood has changed based on the flashback we just saw.
I got it from the first flashback. I didn't really get it from the rest of the
I
flashback.
did get that a couple times, especially the one where like he realizes why how he got sent to space, and then when we come back to the present day, his mood is completely like the music changes, his mood changes, everything
Okay.
changes. So I did feel it a couple times, but it's not integrated very well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not
Yeah,
integrated, but it's not effective in the same way. It's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Yeah. But it didn't bother me.
Uh-huh.
I think the movie has more flaws than like that, but I still think it's very good though. I do.
Overall, I thought it was good. I'd be really interested to hear what more of the book readers think, and I hope, especially a book reader who enjoys the movie, because I'd be very curious to see someone who can take the positives of both and a little bit more objectively than just movie bad, book good. Like I want to see more nuanced like comparison of the two. You know what I mean?
I will say before we get off, I
Yeah.
want to say I think the best part of this movie
The visual
was the Odyssey prologue.
was the Odyssey prologue.
Yes,
When was that?
I because I got to see it in Sony Moment or IMAX. They played the Odyssey
Oh, I thought you
prologue.
were talking about part of the movie. Oh, God bless.
Yeah,
And then I was thinking Space Odyssey, 2001. I'm like, oh, yeah.
they
Yeah, okay.
showed the first 5 minutes of the Odyssey right before Project Hail Mary.
You're just showing off. No, this was nobody asked. Who asked?
I'm just saying that was the best part.
My
And
God.
and
And I
and
guess it was good then, huh? Huh, John?
and
Was it good?
it was good. It was very good. Very good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Very good stuff. They also showed an extended Dune trailer before the film as well.
Oh, that's cool. Because
And
we saw Dune also. We saw the Dune trailer also, which just came out. But I guess you saw the
yeah,
big boy trailer. Wow.
yeah, it was in the big boy version. It was like,
Uh-huh.
and apparently, I want to give a secret to everybody out here.
Hmm.
I was talking to the manager beforehand. Apparently, IMAX is sending new audio updates to their 70 millimeter IMAXs before the Odyssey and Dune comes out. So keep
That
that in mind.
like IMAX is going to be upgraded Super IMAX.
They're doing something to the 70 millimeter IMAXs because right now 70 millimeter IMAX is still running on like you got the film running, you got the CD that plays audio.
Okay.
They're doing something different whenever that Odyssey comes out.
Okay.
And I don't know what that means. He told me that, and I was like, well, I'm stoked. That's good to hear.
Cool.
So, and additionally, for anyone who's gone to this Sony millimeter this weekend, Sony millimeter is doing so well. Cinemark is opening in 5 new locations. Yep,
Wow.
yep. They're opening
IMAX 70 millimeter.
5 new
God
Sony
bless
millimeter
Christopher
IMAX
Nolan.
locations.
You did it.
He won. The dude
Wow.
won.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's just a little
Good.
sidebar.
The
Anyway,
power of good marketing.
I know, man. I know.
The IMAX marketing. Awesome. Okay. Any other thoughts? We good on this?
I'm good. It's a
Yeah.
Pixar movie. If you like Pixar movies, enjoy for that. That's all I
Yeah.
got.
Would you call The Martian a Pixar movie?
No.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. I think I was just a little bit expecting a little bit more Martian, and then but it's a different movie. It's a different thing. You know, don't go
Different
in with these
stories.
expectations. Just take it for what it is. And I think and maybe on rewatch I think I might like this even better.
It's not the best movie of your life. Just
Yeah.
don't think like that going into it.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. You'll have fun. It's a good theater movie for sure.
Amazing cast. Like even like some of the
Yeah.
small supporting roles. There's Marcus from The Bear. And I was like, "Hell yeah, Marcus."
That is Marcus from there. Oh my gosh. I just thought
Yeah.
about that. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Very funny.
Yeah.
They have a random shopping trip that they didn't really need to have, but it's fun.
I forgot about that. But yeah, that is Marcus. Man.
It's a goofy little movie, but it's nice. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the discussion, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Are you interested in more Andy Weir adaptations coming soon? Let us know in the comments. My name is Vin. You can find me on Blue Sky at Vin Writes Words.
I am John, and you can also find me on Blue Sky at John Movie Watch.
Be sure to follow thecosmiccircus.com and Blue Sky and at My Cosmic Circus where you can find more reviews, articles, editorials, and opinions like the ones you just watched. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
And special thanks to our Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see even more videos and extended content, please subscribe at the link in the description.
Thank you.
We did it!
Yay.